Hello, this is Tim with TAH-DAH Farm. Today is August 9th, Friday. This is my long weekend off, and today we're going to get into some electrical work. I bought these J&M hopper wagons last December, and the lighting on them was messed up. And so we took all the electrical stuff off of it, took them to the basement over the winter and rewired them. Got all the ends on. Here's what's involved with this. For wiring up these hopper wagons, I use the standard 7-pin RV plug. I'm using 6-wire RV cable. I'll explain why there's 6. And I just pre-made this. I had them measured up. I knew how long I needed to make them. And then this is a pigtail to extend to the next wagon. I'm using this weatherproof box, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this wire into this box, and then this wire comes off, goes to the next wagon. Now what this is going to do for me is I'm using your standard yellow, green, and brown and white for your normal trailer colors: tail, your turn signals, and your ground. Black I've got hooked up coming off the vehicle, 12 volts. The red, that's just a spare cable in this cable. I'm not going to be using it. But when I come to this, I'm going to use the red wire feeding a terminal here. I'll explain why in a second. But your yellow, green, white, and brown wire straight through. The black wire from this one to this one is going to have a red wire jumper, because I just have red wire, and it's going to go to what makes this whole thing work: a little dinky 12-volt flasher module. Flasher module is going to pick up the 12 volts from the vehicle. Jumper red wire goes into the flasher, out of the flasher, hook up to this plug. And then here's what that does for me. My bottom red lights will work just like normal left, right, turn signal, brakes, all that stuff. The yellow lights are going to flash. So I don't have to use the hazard light on my truck to make those work. So that's the trick to making these work. So we'll hook this next one up here, kind of show you what it looks like underneath. All I'm doing is matching the same length as the old one. Got my hand on here and wire tie it right there. That'll make it the same length. And we're just going to run this back here. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. And just kind of fish it back through here. Alright, we're going to put this box together. This is just a regular straight old box. Put those on each side. Put one of these on the back. Top and bottom. And tighten it. I want to tighten those up, make sure they're tight. Boxes all together. I do got to drill my holes in it. Running this through here. Just going to put this strap on here to hold this in place. Keep it from and then we'll leave a little extra. I'll get a strap and put it up here. All I'm using here is a 3/8 metal flex conduit BX strap and a screw. I want to make sure I got enough extra that it'll turn all right. I don't have issues there. And then we'll do a couple more down through there. So I got this run through there. Let me throw that in your face. And then we're just going to mount the box right up here. So that'll work right there. Now the way this works is brown, oops, get the right size there, brown, yellow, green, and white go straight through. Red we're not doing anything with. Black is going to get a jumper wire, a red wire, to jump to the other black. So let me strip these real quick because all these get used. This one, the red one, don't get used. I use this stuff, antioxidant compound. It's just a real good way to just get mess all over your hand, but it does help stop oxidation on the wires. So we'll get that on all these. Now there's all kinds of different terminations to use. I'm just using orange wire nuts. Like I said, we're just going to go color for color on these first four. Okay, so those are all color for color. Okay, the red one, it doesn't get used. We're just gonna tuck him with the cap on it. Now the black ones, this is tricky because we're gonna put all three of these together right there. All three of them go together. So I got power going to the plug on the black, but then I got power going to the flasher module I'll stick in here. And then we'll come off the flasher module and then follow the red back to the plug. And that'll give me the flash. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm going to tuck these up in there. I like to tuck them so that if it does get wet, they don't hold water in them caps. But we'll just tuck that flasher in there and be done. Well, hopefully you can see there, I got lock washers and nuts. We're going to put this all together here. couple of my neighbors think I'm nuts going to all this work putting lights and stuff on things, but I live on a state route and I travel a lot of state routes with equipment, and I really don't want to get run over. And the speed limit on my road, being a state road, is a gazillion miles an hour. Well, anyway, that's the speed they travel. And I've not intentionally, but been turning in my driveway thinking they're going to stop, and they think I'm slowing down to let them go around me. And they've been in a ditch several times trying to pass me, thinking that that's the best result because I got to get some, or they got to get someplace. But anyway, yep, there's that one. And these flasher modules, it's nothing science, you know, massively sciencey. That's just an old style flasher module. And spade connectors just slip right on there. And then we tuck you up in there like that. Put the cover on. Well, there's how I put lights on the wagon. Hopper wagons, that is. Hay wagons the same way. Well, let's test it. Yep, you see that flashing? I've got this wagon hooked up. Come back here. Oh, I got to switch these two wires, but you can see I got yellow flashing. And I'm supposed to have a left turn, but I got it. These are easy reversed. So that's how I do them. Hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.